What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. Now this is going to be my first build video of Title Update 10, and it will be titled my Title Update 10 Farming Build. It is for PvE, and this is just a bee farming. There's some new gear out. We've got new brand sets, new gear sets, new named weapons, new named gear items, and the list goes on. So yeah, I figured I'd need to put my farming pants on, and what better way than to make a new PvE farming build. So if that sounds good to you guys, buckle up, get out your popcorn, and yeah, let's get into this. Shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. But alright, so this is my Title Update 10 PvE farming build. Now, I've been farming Wall Street today because it's gear set items, and also I believe it's Space Administration HQ is the Walker new brand set. So yeah, with that, I've already made a Walker build. It's actually called Walker, Harris, and Company. I didn't want to spell out that entire brand set right now because I'm going to do a video just on that brand set later on. But this is a Walker, Harris, and Co. hybrid build for PvE. I would say hybrid build, but it's more of a DPS / team support build. But alright, I am first off running the Demolitionist specialization. Reason being is I wanted more crit on my rifle, so I went with the Demolitionist. That way I get the small laser pointer that gives me 7% crit chance. It also gives everyone on my team damage to targets out of cover while we are farming. The grenade launcher is a great way to hit named enemies and get their armor off. And yeah, I just like running demo. Demo's a lot of fun. Now for the weapons, I know it's a little cliche, but in Title Update 10, I am using the Baker's Dozen. Reason being is it's still a great weapon. Even though they nerfed it, they kind of messed with all the weapons in the game, but the Baker's Dozen still does a lot of work. It's a really good weapon, especially with the way that I've built it. So with that being said, here is my Baker's Dozen. With this build, I have 468.6k total damage. That is with 15% rifle damage, 17% crit damage, and 6% damage to armor. I also have Perfect Lucky Shot that comes with Baker's Dozen. So my magazine size is increased by 30%, and if I'm in cover and I miss a shot, it has a 100% chance to return to the magazine. And with the way I am running this build, I will either be behind a shield or I will be in cover while using it. Now for the weapon attachments, I'm using all crit chance. So I have the Rugged Mini Reflex for the optic, giving me 5% crit chance. And I have the small laser pointer from the demo specialization, giving me 7% crit chance. For the magazine, I chose the tightly packed marksman mag, giving me another 5 rounds. So each magazine size I have 19. Now for my secondary, I have the Glory Days. Glory Days is a great weapon to use in PvE. It's just a laser beam, and if you have rushers that are coming towards you while you're trying to reload your rifle, you can always whip this thing out and have fun. Now this one has a total damage of 104.6k. I have 15% AR damage, 12% health damage, and 10% damage to targets out of cover. The Glory Days is the named P416, and it comes with perfect nearsighted. So I get the 100% stability at the cost of 35% optimal range. Now for the mods on this one, I am just running all accuracy mods because this thing is a laser beam. I'm telling you, you have 100% stability and then you throw as much accuracy as you can on there and this thing will not move. Now for the magazine, I have the sturdy extended mag, bumping my mag size up to 20 more rounds, so I do have that 50 round magazine. And then for my sidearm, I'm just using a double barrel sawed off just in case things get really hairy. I can whip this thing out. It does 1.3 million total damage, and that's with 15% shotgun damage, 7% damage to armor, and 7% stability. Also has that talent pummel, If I get 3 consecutive kills, it refills the magazine and grants me 40% weapon damage. Now, I haven't rolled anything on this one yet. I'm not a huge fan of using the sidearm. That's only for really sticky situations. But yeah, this one's not bad. Alright, so let's look at the build. It's all about the build, right? So I have 3 Walker, Harris, and Co. I have the exotic chess piece, 1 Seska, and then I've got the Fox's Prayer knee pads. That is your named Overlord armament knee pads. So starting off with the Walker, Harris, and Co. brand set bonuses. This is new to the game. It just came out today in Title Update 10. And your new brand set bonuses are 5% weapon damage, 5% damage to armor, and 5% damage to health. Now the damage to armor and the damage to health are both multiplicative damage types. So when you get all that damage to armor, it really does help out a lot. You might be, losing a little bit of damage here and there, but with the damage to armor multiplier and the damage to health multiplier, it definitely helps bump this back into those top tier brand sets you want to run. Now for this one, I have all reds on it. 13% weapon damage, well 13.2% weapon damage, 10.3 crit damage. I rolled 6% crit chance, and then it has the red mod, so I have 5.3% crit chance. Going to the backpack again, Walker, Harris, and Co. This one, weapon damage 15%, skill damage 6.7%, and weapon handling of 6%. It also has a red mod slot, so I threw on there 5.4% crit chance. Now the talent, like I was saying earlier, I do have this build built to be in cover if I'm not behind a shield. So if I am not behind a shield and I have to get into cover, I get 15% total weapon damage from this composure. So that's pretty good. Now to the gloves. Again, Walker, Harris, and Co. gloves. 15% weapon damage, 4.1% crit chance, and 7% status effects. Now I am running the exotic chess piece. This is the tardigrade chess piece. Reason I am using this is because it gives myself and my teammates bonus armor while we are playing the game. This helps my sustainability, but it also helps my teammates' sustainability. So that's why it's kind of, like a support kind of thing, hybrid, because I'm running all damage, but if they get injured or if I get injured, I can help give them some bonus armor. So that's good. Now, you can get that with this talent right here. Whenever you or your allies' armor breaks, they gain 80% of their armor back as bonus armor for 10 seconds. That's where it's pretty legit. Now, killing an enemy with your specialization weapon removes this cooldown for all allies. So say we are in a boss fight and I whip out my demolitionist grenade launcher. Everyone is on cooldown from my chess piece. I hit one of the ads with my grenade launcher, get that kill, and then all of a sudden they can all get this bonus armor back again. It's a really good support chess piece for PvE and sometimes PvP. I actually like it a lot. Now this one has max armor, 170,000, 9.9% explosive resistance, and 4299 armor regen. It has a blue mod slot, so I chose 12% protection from elites because I'm just running, missions and activities and control points over and over, just trying to get my farm in while I can. Next up, go to the holster. This is my 1 Seska piece. So the brand set bonus I get from the Seska is 10% crit chance. It came with 14.9 weapon damage, 4.4 crit chance, and then I rolled on there 12% crit damage. And then finally, the Fox's Prayer named Overlord Armament knee pads. Now the Overlord Armament brand set bonus gives me 10% rifle damage. With it being Fox's Prayer, I get that 8% damage to targets out of cover. I rolled on there 15% weapon damage, and it came with 8.2% crit damage. So you can see a lot of what I'm wearing in this are crit based, and then damage to armor, damage to targets out of cover. So that this pretty much covers all those bases. I get a lot of damage to armor, I have damage to targets out of cover, and I have pretty good crit without running, you know, a whole bunch of, you know, crit brand set bonuses. And also I get my sustainability from my chest piece. Not only do I get that bonus, but everyone on my team gets that bonus, 80% bonus armor every time my armor is depleted. So this is pretty good. It's a great support build, but yet it's pretty much a DPS killer. I've been averaging around 1 billion damage at the end of all missions. So that's just where I'm at right now. Now, as far as these skills, I'm running the Crusader Shield with the Reviver Hive. This is pretty much PvE 101. You want to run the Crusader Shield because you can sit behind that. You get the extra health from the shield, which this one is just under 2 million health. And what you basically can do is sit behind that, use your rifle to your advantage, get those crits in, damage to armor, and damage to targets out of cover, and just go to town. If for some reason your shield breaks, you have that Reviver Hive to, you know, help you, but you can also jump and cover, get that composure from your backpack talent. All of a sudden you have more weapon damage. You can mow down whatever it is, and then by the time you're done killing whatever enemy that is, you should have your shield back to pop out of cover and have that shield readily available. This is a great PvE build to run. It's great for yourself and also your teammates. More times than not, I am rushing the enemies with this shield, and my teammates are behind me because they can also get cover from my shield, and they get the bonus armor from my exotic chest piece. This is a great way to farm for PvE. And yeah, let's finish with the stat sheet. Alright, weapon stats. This is for the Baker's Dozen. 468,614 weapon damage with 53% crit chance and 72.5 crit damage. I have 60% headshot damage with 11 damage to armor. I have 5% damage to health. And if I go to the offensive tab, I have 88.1% all weapon damage bonus with 40% rifle damage bonus. So just off the bat, I'm already at 128.1 damage bonus total for my Baker's Dozen. And that does not include my composure if I'm in cover, and that does not include a crit hit. Go down to the defensive tab. I'm at 809,406, 207.8 both from my match, from elites from that slot. Finish up with the skill. Only had 6 skill haste, and that is because of my watch. That is it, you guys. Arming. It is a Baker's Dozen, Glory Day, Crusader, and the Walker Harris and Co. pieces with the exotic chest piece, 1 Seska, and the Fox's Prayer knee pads. This is a lot of fun to run. I highly recommend it. If you guys want gameplay of me just killing NPCs, find me on the stream. But yeah, I'm Kamikazevondoom. Don't forget, hit that like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.